stop. All right, looks like we are good. Check, cam check. Sorry for the ultra late start tonight. Probably end up being a short stream. I spent most of my day doing Heartseeker video editing and re-editing. So I am beat, but I do want to play and chill with y'all for a little bit. So that's what we're gonna do. Believe it or not, I still have not found a Word of Hakan. That's still another thing. Or sorry, a chaos unique Word of Hakan. Still have not found one. All right, so there we go. Blaine's like, yeah, I was gonna DM you about the missing parts, but you already uploaded it. The thing about it is that I quadruple check. Now, granted, it is not like a short video, so, but I mean, I re-listened to it over and over again because I felt like about 3 minutes was missing. And I was just like, where'd it go, whatever, and I never found it. And the thing about it is that like some of those things where it's like you could, just explain it in the comments. It's like, oh, between this time and this time, it's like, this is going on, or what I was supposed to say here is this. But the part was so important that I couldn't just explain it through like, through writing. I had to re-upload it because it was literally about the orphan maker mechanics. Which is what people want to know about. So it's like, well, wow, okay, I can't like not just like re-upload that, unfortunately. That's like the most important part to the to the pit push variant. So I was like, I can't just not. Man, I was furious because I was literally planning on streaming like 3 hours ago. So I was livid after working on it all day already. However, I'm glad someone caught it early in the comments before I like either started stream or like went to sleep, and then I was up for like 12 hours or so. That would have been even worse, of course. So I'm on my Orphan Maker variant here. Oh, by the way, Blame, when I finally do get a Word of Hakan, eventually, I mean, it has to happen at some point. Has to, right? I think for hordes, I do think that swapping Shadow Clone for Reign of Arrows with Word of Hakan for Inferno Hordes is actually probably the play. Because you already have so much damage at that point that you can pretty much just kind of like do like a 3-to-1 ratio with Heartseeker and Reign of, almost kind of like playing Reign of Arrows, but with Heartseeker as like your main damage dealer. And then Rain is going to apply the mark, obviously, as well. And then you get a really nice AoE coverage. You probably do enough damage to be able to like really like either one-shot them or, yeah. I think the Rain might. I think Rain might do that. That's the thing, because I mean, most of the multipliers are pretty like. Well, I won't say Grasp of Shadow. I mean, Grasp of Shadow's clone also. It's not bad for Rain, but I mean, you got Fist of Fate. You got Crown. You got some. Like generic multipliers like this one here. Cold Clip is pretty generic. I mean, Starless is pretty generic. So it's like, I mean, I think it can. But thing is, how do I test that if I don't get a freaking Word of Hakan? I'm not mad or anything. I'm just saying. I think for Infernal Horse, and just for Infernal Horse only. Like, I wouldn't do that for anything else because I would have no reason to do that. I think for Infernal Horse only, I think that would be like the ultimate play for Heartseeker. I did get an upgrade on the amulet. Okay. I'm glad I checked. Slightly better. That going on. So why do I need gem fragments to level your glyphs past 45? Because Blizzard says so. That's it. I don't have any other reason, any other rhyme or reasoning. It's really not that bad though. Getting gem fragments is pretty easy. It actually used to be a bit harder than that, believe it or not, to get the gem fragments. But most of the stuff is usually emeralds, so you can actually convert your gem fragments. So like, yeah, if like let's say if you're playing Rogue, then you have a lot of glyphs that are dex related, so you can actually like convert your other gem fragments into the emerald fragments, and that'll make it easier for you to level that. So yeah, you may want to try that. What up, Peachy? What am I gonna do with these 8 points? Why do I have 8 points? Oh, this didn't save? Sure, it didn't save. Okay. We kind of got that going. Actually, I guess for this particular version, I really don't need. I don't know. I kept the points here because I'm always going back and forth between victimize and close quarters combat. But I think I probably settled on victimize, to be honest. If I want to go back, I can easily switch. But eventually, I think I'm gonna just move this Paragon board off period and just stick with exploit weakness instead. But I haven't got there yet. Regard there's any other additive big nose I have not taken yet. We'll just do that too. I think so. At this point, it's mainly just dex. Yeah, yeah. We're pretty much at the point where it's like it's dex. Yep. All right. So how much dex can I pick up real quick? I can't believe my glyphs are actually like 100. It's been like 4 seasons, maybe 4 or 5 seasons since I've had 4 seasons, I think, since I've had like leveled glyphs. Alright, so this is definitely just gonna be some chill farming. Hogs, what's going on? Is a gem fragment of your class main stat? Yes. For Barb is Ruby. Well, no, not for your class. So like it's glyph dependent. So if the glyph is Dex, like if it's a Dex glyph, then it's gonna take emeralds to upgrade it. If it's a intelligence glyph, like you need intelligence to get the perks and stuff of the glyph, then it's a topaz fragments that you need to upgrade it. So it is it matches the stat type of the glyph. Okay, well we did that. 70 nightmare dungeons. Nope. Head outside isn't going. You doing my dance from Nice Guys in the Blast? You are? Dang. That's like impressive, considering that I have yet to write a Dance of Nice Guide. So if you're doing a guide I've never written, that is impressive. And it's working too? That's even more impressive. Like that's some next level stuff right there, man. Like man. Putting aside the sarcasm, it's released in the future. It might be. I might have written a guide like in like a year or two from now or something. I don't know. No, but it's probably Ava's guide that you're playing. I'm pretty sure it's probably Ava's guide. I did review it though, so I mean, if you want to give me credit for reviewing his guide, then sure, I'll take it. Why no full screen? This is a ultra wide monitor, so I technically can't do full screen. I'm gonna have the black bars naturally because of the 21:9 ratio. So instead of having like black bar at the top, black bar at the bottom, I just bind the black bars at the bottom to make this little visual layout. So this is pretty much, I think, the best I can do, consider that I have an ultra wide monitor. I'll give you credit for the typos if I find any. It's different from before. Oh, you mean? Wait, is it like different than from like last time? Something might have changed when I made a video. You say it's not stretched out? Really? Oh, okay, hold up. Okay, that's what he's talking about. Okay, I'm sorry. Hold up. Let me see if I I don't think I can change it either. I see what happened. I will have to like restart the stream to change it. Yep, I know. Like I know exactly what it is, and legit, I have to restart the stream to do it. Yeah, I guess I can do that. All right, guys, I'll be right back. BRB. Okay. Did that fix it? I really can't tell on my end. Like it all looks the same on my end. It didn't change at all. That is weird. Okay. Yeah. Actually, let me just restart OBS. Maybe that'll work. All right. Give me a sec, guys. I'm gonna try again. All right. Let me know how that works. It's fixed. All right, cool. We did it. Cool. All right. Thanks for letting me know. I literally had no idea. Cool. I wonder if my videos like that too. Like, may not like be like 100% full screen because of that. My YouTube should be back up again. Yeah, it is. All right, we're good. I think. All right, yeah, we're good. All right, yeah. Sorry about that, y'all. Things happen. Oh, chaos boost. What we got? Enduring faith. Hi, Brim. What's going on? Out here. I need to like stop picking up like a bunch of stuff, man. I'm really at the point where like picking up like legendary like weapons and stuff just seems kind of pointless at the moment, unless it's like a double GA or better. Kind of similar state with rings. Then I'm always thinking, okay, I'm probably gonna run out of materials later if I don't keep picking up and salvaging. We got. Next whisper. Do I really want to do Undercity? 10 minutes? Yeah, I guess so. Why not? What tributes do I actually have? Radiance, Harmony. Oh, I have a. Let's send this one. Okay. Guess I'll save that obviously for later. Pichu with this up 33 months in a row. Baller. Absolute baller. That's just it. Here we go. Certainly we will find a Word of Hakan Chaos unique tonight, right? Right. Yes. You still have not. I don't even have a regular one. Not even. I mean, obviously, I would want the GA on the cooldown reduction. But I haven't even seen a single one of them yet. Like, I have not seen one drop ever. So I haven't even had the chance to get mad that it's not cool, GA cooldown. I haven't had the opportunity yet, Pichu. I'm being robbed of that experience right now. Yeah, I know, it's nuts, right? It's the only chaos unique I have not found yet. I have and counting 18 Mother's Embrace. Yeah, I don't know what it is, man. I mean, RNG is RNG, right? But man, this this feels real rough. Grez, what's up? I'm probably gonna just like skip rain for a little bit and then go for like go ahead and play the Orphan Maker setups, like the rapid fire one and then the barrage one or whatever. And you check my loot filter. That's not his accessory. Still knows you want one. No, I have no idea what you're talking about. I hate rented arrows, and I would never ever want to play rented arrows ever in my life. I mean, really, who really wants to play random rails, right? Like, obviously, no bow rogue wants to do that. Of course not.
It is done.
Yeah. Oh, I got an Om rune. I guess for this kind of content, do I really need tax, really? I could totally use the movement speed from Om right now. Like, I'm that starved from it. From movement speed. Okay, this should actually be perfect. Seer Om should keep me 100%. Okay, no more whispers. What we got here? Legion. Actually, I haven't done any Helltide in a while, and this is my favorite Helltide too. Perfect man. I wish I could take back my words. Not kidding. I guess the thing about it is that I can't really like. There's some things I really need to test out because people are having some issues with random rails in general. Just what it is, like mainly resource management, because of course Beast Cornered isn't work. You know, it's working different now. But it's like I can't. I mean, I can test it, but like I guess not properly. I'm not even caring if it's a GA on the cooldown. Now I'll roll 2 regular rings with random rails cooldown. I'll figure it out, but I want to test it as is, so I can actually make updates on it. don't know why I'm rolling my poison trap right now. I waited almost 2 days but couldn't hold up around and then United again. That's all good. I didn't stream last night because I got home from the competition late. Like really late, so all good. Actually, you know what, Blame? I got a question for you. I don't know if you know. Do you know if the shadow clone from the Grass of Shadows actually gets the cold clip bonus? Because I'm realizing I'm shooting right now and like I feel like I'm seeing thinner arrows. Or maybe I'm just like seeing things. Like I know the shadow clone itself gets it, but what about the Grass of Shadows shadow clone? But no heart. Guess we'll do one. Actually, you know what I need to do. Have it on high. I'm like still getting beat up right now. Surprised I'm not dead yet. Why am I not dead yet? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh man. We're back, right? I can't change my graphic settings without crashing. I was trying to lower it. I was trying to help. At least I thought I was trying to help. Yeah. All right, let me make sure YouTube is back. Because that also went out. My Discord's gonna be mad at me. I'm gonna have like 4 or 5 different pings. Your Dioxide's online. Dioxide's online. Dioxide's now streaming like 4 times like in the past hour. If it's the same as Assassin's Stride with imitated imbuement, then no, it will shoot physical. Well, technically speaking, I don't know if Cold Clip has the properties of like imitated imbuement or not. It's kind of weird. Let me say Shadow Clone works with Cold Clip. Oh yeah, the original Shadow Clone. We're talking about the Grass of Shadows Shadow Clone. That makes sense. Because not all things works with that. That works with that. Yeah, it's kind of yeah. Oh, also the fixed feature to a beast cornered. I don't know what they're gonna do, but I'm a little afraid because like the way it is right now is definitely a bump for Heartseeker and stuff and some builds I play. So they fix it to where you know, we're reaching 50% life easily, then I'm losing like 4 tiers of damage. So I wonder what their fix is gonna be. Oh wait, I still got my cinders? Oh, I must have died. Yeah, I died. Because I had like 100 cinders. And apparently I still got the whisper. Okay. Well. Okay. I guess I'm not mad at that. So I guess what's the best way to find chaos rifts in these Helltides? Is it just horseying around? Patch notes out? No, not yet. Chances are we'll either see something this Tuesday or the following Tuesday. We'll probably see some bug fixes. Or whatever, maybe this coming Tuesday, and then like whatever big changes they're gonna make at the beginning of the season the following Tuesday. I'm thinking about swapping out grass or shadows. I'm just curious. I'm just curious of you know, if it's getting the bonus or not. I mean, I'll still be rocking it because that you know +8 ranks to shadow clone is, you know, too good to pass up. Or is it? Is the question. Like, how much is that +8 really worth at the end of the day? Because it's technically +16 if you, because it's you have a kind of a double dip right going on. So we're looking at what, 60 something percent, somewhere around that range. I actually don't know the exact math. Sometimes you see 2 spawns now with chaos gear. I thought I had ICD. It does have ICD unless they changed it. Now I don't have a Grasp of Shadows like chaos armor. I only have it in my regular slot, and it's a kind of a low roll. But I have really hot lucky hits, so I should be like spawning a bunch of Heartseekers, I guess. I don't know. But if you want to test that, you know, let us know. But you might be onto something. I guess on Flurry, it would be kind of obvious, right? Because like you're kind of like landing, you're like in one spot, sort of, when you're like casting your Flurry on like a harder enemy or whatever. But your clone like bounces around, right? So like, it might be easy for you to see. Yeah. Raven, I'll take you up on your offer like tomorrow. Tonight, I think I'm gonna just chill. I'm not gonna be on for long, to be honest. I'm just trying to wind down after spending like literally the entire day doing editing a Heartseeker video. So I'm just gonna do this, a couple of hordes, maybe some whispers, and then kind of call it. But tomorrow I'll probably be like blast more. And you can check outside and beam it and it grabs. Shh. And you clone shadow and beam it. The grass spawns do not have shadow and beam it. Okay. So how does the Chaos Rift spawns work in Helltide? Is it just like, is it like on a timer? And like they can respawn anywhere? Or do they spawn once in Helltide and then that's it? After you find them all? Because I have a feeling like I've been in the same areas before and like I'll see respawns and I'm just like, I thought I was here. It's like I thought I was here already, like. His locations are fixed as well. Okay. So there's one like right here. Can you get like a mythic spawn or whatever from Helltide, like you can on Nightmare Dungeons, or is it just Nightmare Dungeons only? You can get from Helltide too? Okay. Turn off crossplay. Yeah, I have to get out of menus for it. Normally I do, but like if I am inviting a friend or something like that, usually they have crossplay on. So it's like, and then I forget to switch it back off. We got also Blaine. I feel better with the bow over crossbow this season. I don't know what it is, but when I was doing my recordings or whatever, I was messing. I did it between like bow and crossbow, and I kept going back and forth. And for whatever strange reason, I was performing better with the bow, despite my crossbow actually being slightly better. And I don't know why, actually. I have no idea why. Needless to say, I was not liking that because I actually prefer crossbow. But what did somebody say in cherry chat? Want to buy 120 mil for EOM. What is EOM anyways? Like, what's that for? Is that for Shaco? Yeah, like I clear more efficiently with bow and like the pits or whatever. I don't really know. The math suggests otherwise, but I'm wondering if it has something to do with like the weapon mastery, like passive or whatever. Because for bow is vulnerable and for crossbow is crit damage. And considering that crit damage doesn't really play nicely with pain gorgers, I'm wondering if that's why. That's my theory. I haven't tested it, but that's my theory. Or it could be what Peach said, where maybe the Grasp of Shadows clone no longer has an ICD or whatever. And if that's the case, then bow would definitely be better. Isn't bow crit and next bow vulnerable? Yeah, right. Exactly. Yeah, that too. But there would be a bigger difference between the weapon mastery passives in terms of damage versus the implicits on the bow and crossbow. But yeah, you're right on that too. It's also why I thought the crossbow would be better. I kind of want to sell my EMs to the guy. EMs, or what do you want to call them? I could use the gold. I'm never really. I won't say never crap a Shaco. If unstable power actually works out, maybe. I don't know, but or could unstable power be strong enough to drop clone? For like something else. Or for maker. Highly doubt it, but I mean, so if you went with something like Shaco, GA cooldown, triple crit, or for maker, you know, rotating the basic attacks, get rid of clone for like, I don't know, death trap, or I don't know, something else, anything else really. Could probably, at that point, you could probably drop cold clip because you don't have to worry about your clone, and then you can actually run the imbuement thing and actually get like shadow imbuement or whatever. Get the mixed shadow imbuement bonus as well. That sounds like something I would try like down the line when I've done literally everything else. But I have a feeling something like that might you know, pop up or whatever. Clone would still be a huge damage increase for the sub, no? Yeah, technically, yeah, but considering that clone can't overpower, and I doubt, don't quote me on this because I'm not sure, but I really doubt that the crit damage works for pain gorgers. So like, it's just incompatible with clone and pain gorgers. So like, I don't know. How does victimize work these days? Not stacking vulnerable blows. Remind. Well, they changed the wording. You don't really stack anything really. You don't stack crit damage anymore for precision. You don't stack close damage for close quarters combat. It's just kind of like traditional buffs now, I guess. If it's the seasonal stuff, honestly, I don't know. I actually didn't check. I finished like the seasonal quest line, but I don't know if I finished my seasonal journey. So I have to go double check it and see if I have. Yeah, either way, Blaine, I think even trying to go that route or trying to make unstable power work, I still think it'll be like not fun to play. It'll be clunky. I think that's kind of why I can't, you know, I'm not like excited to jump on it. You know what I mean? So I'm just kind of. I didn't realize Helltide had like this many rifts, man. Chaos rifts. Is there any reason to not do Helltide? Did I just like get like a sleeping bag or whatever? Or it's kind of like just chill at the spots where I know they're gonna respawn. Yeah, regular Heartseeker is way too smooth. You probably want to get one of the other mystery chests on the other side. I wish they would add more chests, different types of chests. Not that I'm not like happy with what we got, but like give me like a juicier chest. Like I'm left over with way too many cinders, and like the individual chests are not really cutting it. Like I feel like for like the individual chests, like you're better off just doing pit and then gambling that piece. At least with pit, you'll get, you know, XP or whatever. With Delta Play Random Rails, I haven't found the Chaos Water Hakan yet. So kind of can't really play it the proper way. Painful heart. Well, why'd I go over there for? Oh, that's right, Sargard. That's where my town portal is. Got 2 amulets back to back. Right in my face. Nine, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Can I touch it at least before it goes away? I think I got it. No! Wow, it disappeared as it was spawning. No. Alright, let me actually check and see if I actually stuff. After I open this whisper. And actually, anyway, terrible. I got 2 ohms today, like kind of nutty. All right, let me see. Two of these. Gonna crap here. Actually, I don't even know what runes they are. Is Eom's one of them? I actually forgot where to go to craft. Jeweler? Rune crafting, yep. Mythics, air. Alright. Actually, probably do have enough gar. I probably have enough gar and maybe quit. I guess jaw. I got 4 here. I'm sure I got like 4 in the stash, or it's close in the stash. I thought I did. Maybe I don't. I only got 4. I got a bunch of like rune tributes though I can like run though. And then there's what, gar? 2 gar there, and I got 3 gar here. I thought I had more than ton. Boom. Really? I said I had 3 gar, so if I have 2 here, where's it? Okay, 5 gar. So I have 5 gar, 4 quay, and 1 jaw. Which any other legendaries for jaws probably? Probably. I can do betray Eoms for jaws. Eom and Ohm. And Nagu, I guess. Nagu, Ahu. I got a couple of Nagas or whatever. I don't know if that's even popular. Lith. I guess I could. But yeah, I suck at that the trading stuff, honestly. So I just kind of stay away from it. I don't like chilling outside the game if I don't have to.
Too bad, friend. All finished, are you?
Got a GA frigid neck today, but the other stats were junk and the resource cost reduction. Still, GA frigid neck, even as a scene, like even I mean, that's actually like if you don't have anything else decent, that's actually really good by itself. Because at least you can at least roll for another passive, even if one of the other stats is terrible, and that will still beat most amulets. You're probably fine.
I'll keep my forge hot. Return soon.
Okay, let's take a look at my seasonal thing. Oh, I have to get a spark for doing that. Or something. Did I get the spark for that already? Oh, this one. Okay, so let's get the rewards here. That. I did 5 out of 6. What did I do? Craft. I gotta craft stuffs. How do I do that again? Let's go repair, salvage. Oh, forge equipment. Smitty cash. Okay, I do. I'd have been mad if like I got a chaos where to hook on from this thing. I got a double GA amulet though. That's actually quite unexpected. That's actually not bad. That's actually not bad. That's actually not bad. If you can use weapon mastery is not bad. That might be better than what I have.
Use it well.
Especially if I'm using bow, that's actually not bad. I got some amulets I kept that are like not great. Well, this is I mean, this is okay. Ish. I have to get rid of some of this stuff because some of this is bad. Nope. Not gonna use. Not gonna use. Nope. I don't think I cleaned out my stash at all since the beginning. How do I have these? Probably better than Malice since we can't reliably knock down.
What's left, you ask?
Well, we got Rihanna, which is, you know, you're right. It's not really reliable. And I mean, and a real GA too. So that's another thing. So maybe. All right. So what do I got here left? Open 10 torture gifts within a single Helltide in Torment 4. I'm surprised I haven't done that. Local events with mastery in 30 minutes. while wearing chaos armor. Defeat Lilith and Tifa. I did that already. That's how I got my spark. Guess we'll beat her up again. It's fine. But before I do, let me get this whisper. So open 10 chests in Helltide. I can do that. I can use that. I didn't even open these yet. What am I get from here? Oh, all GA stuff. Okay. The rings or amulets. I'm going to use. I wonder how much the amulet's worth now, though. That GA Dex, GA Weapon Mastery. Granted, weapon mastery is not a passive people actually actively look for, but I mean, still that's gotta like be worth something for the amount of gold we got now. Oh yeah, I was gonna beat up Lilith. Alright, Lilith, here we go. You are here. Only one soul so far for 350 mil. It's actually kind of nice seeing the market at reasonable prices. Like it makes me like actually think about actually engaging in the market. Let's go. Yeah, but that's the funny thing though. Like that's how it's supposed to be, right? Like when you think when you think about it, like right, like when you want to buy and sell things, it's like, oh well, I gotta earn the gold or make the gold or find a good item in a sense that, you know, instead of like kind of selling like one GG item and then being set for like 3 years in a sense. Use gold cap day 2 this season. This season? Oh yeah, last season. Yes, yeah. Well, yeah. Oh, that last wave came way late. Also, I don't have any of my stuffs. Probably should do that, huh? I have to worry about thousands of blasts. Yeah, but that also meant that you have less to do because you have no reason to do other stuff because you had all that stuff, right? So, wow, why am I this bad? Why am I this bad? Acting like I never fought the Lilith before. Like I'll just walk around it, no problem. All right, let me concentrate. I wonder if I'm tanky enough to actually tank a wave with a beast cornered. You know, being like, you know, full max out and resist and stuff. As long as my barrier is up. You find a fix of bosses. Yeah, so he's only need one more then. I don't even know which event they're talking about with that. It's about to waste 4 sparks, random mythics incoming. Doombringer and Meltus, man. Well, you should be able to craft one more, right? Since you had 3. Selig is waited from that random cash. I don't care what anyone says. Me too, actually. Me too. I think Mother's Embrace is also in that category as well for Chaos Uniques. They did that shit on purpose, man. Like they cranked the hell out of I'm gonna throw my Mother's Embrace. Endurant Faith is another one. That's yeah. I keep pushing this grenade stuff. I don't know why. I mean, if they actually gave us a real grenade skill, like an actual like grenade attacking skill per se, and not like a buff turned into a attack of some sort, kind of. Oh, you got a shroud. Nice. Okay. I gotta stop attacking so I can dash to a target. Otherwise, I'm gonna end up killing them before I can get a teleport in. Yeah, I'm not about to do all that fighting there. Am I allowed to leak if they're working on more skills for us to play with or nah? My hunch is that there will be new skills every expansion, which makes sense. New class, new skills. I would not expect to see them before then. But that's kind of how it's always worked for the most part. So we'll see new skills, new passives, and the like for an expansion, and each expansion that they do. After Dance of Knives, I don't really have high hopes for the next skill, to be honest. I know some people really do like Dance of Knives. It just wasn't. It wasn't for me. How's it this season? Actually, for the most part, I enjoy this season. I definitely enjoy it more than last season, and the season before, and the season before. And I guess the season before that too. Two or three seasons ago. I mean, I think it's worth booting up for like. I mean, if you like Diablo 4 but not crazy about it, or whatever, I think you can have like maybe about a weekish worth of fun. There's more to grind for this time, and you kind of have to play the game. You can't trade for chaos uniques, which kind of makes doing different activities that you normally wouldn't do actually kind of fun. So like one of the issues I kind of have right now is I feel like with the chaos uniques there is a lot of power creep, and that's good for like weaker builds in general. But I also kind of feel like T4. I feel like some builds are harder to play. This is actually feedback I'm supposed to be giving, but like I feel like some builds. So you build your character to get stronger early on, like day one and things, and you want to get like stronger, so you're clearing better and stuff. But then there's a point to where your build isn't functioning at first because you don't have the stuff. And then when you have all the stuff, your build now no longer functions because you have all the stuff. Because stuff doesn't like live long enough for your build to properly function. So I feel like on Rogue, there's like any build that kind of requires like you to actually hit a target to get energy back gets kind of harder to play and not as much fun. I can't even play Forceful Arrow in most content right now. Like I can't even bully them like I want to for fun, because they die before they get knocked back. So like the build doesn't once you get strong enough, the build literally doesn't work in T4 anymore. It just becomes it just becomes like a less interesting Heartseeker at that point. So like I feel like the power creep in my case scenario kind of kills some of the fun on some builds, because some builds just won't function. And I guess combo point builds would be in that same build too, right? Like what's the point of building combo points when the basic attack that you're building the combo points with are killing the mobs before you shoot your core skill? So it's kind of like I don't know. I feel like the power creep is a bit much, but I do like the chaos uniques as a farming, go farm type ideal. I like that a lot. I feel like they should kind of rework how they introduce chaos uniques and kind of make them permanent some way, but tone them down the power just a little bit, or keep them as strong as they are, but just only allow us to wear one or something, or make them stronger and but allow us to only wear one of them or whatever. I'm actually a fan of making them like twice as strong, honestly, but you can only wear one of them. And then same thing with mythics. Make this even twice as strong, but you can only wear one of them. So you have to make a choice. You can't just have it all. You have to kind of like really think about what actually is more important in your build. So not everybody's running the exact same thing over and over in a sense. I play casually, but if I enjoy it, I'll play over other games I play. Yeah, I think you'll have some fun with this for sure. I think it's worth booting up. I'll put it that way. Now, if it was last season, I would tell you no, absolutely not. Like I would tell you, literally skip last season. This one's actually worth like giving it a shot for a little bit. I'm down with that if they make it craftable and deterministic. Yeah, agreed. Wait, where's my? That came from the event. That's not fair. I'm gonna go all the way back. That's totally not fair. And not with RNG drop runes. I do think that, yeah, I do think they could retune the rune crafting a bit. Just a little bit. I got it out of here. Like right now, like playing Heartseeker right now on T4, I have to literally like stop casting because if I cast too many Heartseekers, I won't have a target to teleport to, and I actually move slower. Like a lot slower. So it's like cast a single one and then like chill for a little bit. Like I don't consider myself that strong. Like I'm not even fully master aware. You know, 1 GA, not fully master aware. My best piece is my Shard of Arathia, though. I will say that. That piece is pretty baller. But we're so up on it. You're really gonna take a long time recrafting your runes. Nah, but I can see myself playing this, you know, for a little longer than I guess I usually would for a season. At the same time, I think I'm gonna pace myself though. Like I'm not gonna like. I think I'm at the point where I'm not gonna blast every day. Like I'll play only when I stream, and then I might stream for like 4 hours or so, 4.5 hours, and then kind of just keep it like chill like that for a while. And if I find stuff, cool. If I don't, you know, oh well, you know, at least got some materials to be able to master work better later on down the week or so. Let's say it's the best gold farm this season. Probably Infernal Hordes with the gold chest. Sky Hunter. Horde's a pretty good source for gold if you don't trade. Ashton, what's going on? Trade 10 1GA uniques for equivalent chaos unique would be Pog. More craft, yeah, more crafting options would be nice. But you know exactly, people are gonna like sell that on the market, and now 1GA items are gonna be a commodity. And now our stash tabs are gonna be all kind of crazy now because we got like, you know, like 30 chests with 1GAs on it, waiting to sell. So that might need to come with the stash upgrade. This trade was in game stuff at third party site. I agree. I know there's a lot of like things that come along with that. That makes that complicated, but I do think that, you know, the fact that it has been done before and done before by, you know, in other games by the same company, I think we can, you know, they can do that. But I honestly think they're also like extremely scared due to like the whole, you know, auction house fiasco back in Diablo 3. I think that staying on their legacy in a sense is something that I think they don't really want to revisit. Which is why it seems like they're kind of reluctant, at least in my opinion, from wanting to do that. There's D4 some similar in D4. It kind of took PoE a while before they got to that point as well. You know, like the brand. But yeah, it'll be nice to get something like that in D4 for sure. I definitely would trade because it'll be more. It feels like a marketplace. Gonna beg, gonna lurk on the phone. Ever Christy, lurk on hook on. Yeah, it ain't happening, sir. We're just not gonna play rain this season. I still think that Word of Hookon is actually good on Heartseeker, like just like actual Heartseeker, even without the rain. Just as a multiplier and the lots of imbuement ranks or whatever, so for like the instant freeze on your Heartseeker, like would mean better efficiency through like the pits or whatever for sure. Speed farming. If I had movement speed, I would totally run Word of Hookon over Air Perdition. But yeah. Try running barrels, but it feels meh. Yeah. I want to play it so I can make updates to the guide, but I can't really, and until I get my hands on it, I can't like properly, you know, find ways to make it better or whatever. I'm gonna also try to bring back the victimized variant too as well, because I think trying to stack precision with the power creep that we have right now just doesn't really seem to be. It's just not necessary. Wait, does Legions automatically give you a whisper? Like, is it always 5 whisper like world boss or whatever? Or 3 whisper or whatever it is? Not all. Okay. Yeah, I got like whispers for like I got like a 5 whisper for that. That's why I was asking. Oh, it's 3. Okay, so I must have had like 7 then. Oh, got another guard. Alright, so I gotta just stay on long enough to do the world boss. The world boss in 1 hour. Okay, so until then, what we got for whispers? Actually, what do we got for all those whatchamacallits? There's a white icon, then no. Okay, got it. Makes sense. Mother's Embrace number 19, guys. Even got 2 GAs on it. That's what I'm talking about. That's how I like my Mother's Embraces. Number 19. So you lucky. I know, right? Just killing it, man. I'm going for like the world record. Guinness Book of World Records. Not sure what else I can do with all those Mother's Embraces. Whoops. How many did that give me? Oh, I'm so close to another. It's chaos. So we got Sky Hunter again. Like a Sky Hunter today. On a glove, actually, too. I don't too much care for this Helltide. How much time I got left on this one, too? 21 minutes? Okay. Looks like we're going to hoard it up. Gotta do the eight wave. Mother loves you. Does it compete with D3 vanilla drops? To me, Diablo 3 Vanilla's appeal for me was the fact that the items practically all sucked. So it was more about making your build with whatever like the skills actually was versus the items that you actually got, which made it for a different type of fun. And yes, I'm totally aware of the dual socket mana core with the emerald and the ruby. I was a Calamity fan. So Calamity gang all the way. Y'all can have y'all mana cores. Never cared. Yeah. But yeah. I still have my old, like, I still have my old vanilla Calamity. I couldn't sell it. You don't want to have issues with D4. We just randomly open the game. Probably not. I had a crash earlier myself. The ground was fun, but a bit linear. I just thought like the combat was like solid. It felt really good to play, and there was no unavoidable damage stuff. So like you could outskill. The content meant that it meant that my gear was really cheap because I would literally go for gear without health, without life on it, and whatnot. So I didn't really care about EHP at all whatsoever because I could dodge everything, even like the phase beast or whatever like that. Like I knew the timing of the teleport, so therefore I would never get hit. So like literally I was able to fund myself for like, you know, maybe less than $1 billion, but like had like GG's offensive gear. The only expensive piece of gear I had was the Calamity, and I guess Dead Man's Legacy too as well. But I went with Andariel's over a Mempo because Andariel's was actually more damage, even if it was a lot less. It was hard to run with. Reflect was your bane on DH and D3. You'd clap yourself sometimes. Yeah. It was kind of unfortunate that we had to run Lifesteal, or you had to run Gloom. But most people ran Gloom anyway, so it usually really wasn't a problem. That when Gloom was also a 65% damage reduction, which was absolutely broken as hell. It's not a crash. I guess exit the game at the restart. Really? Huh. So I haven't had that today, no. Oh yes, this one. Yeah, stupid spire. Be sure to follow. Homie back rubs. I don't trust that. We're gonna go with this. No. There we go. Can your task speed go any faster? Oh yeah. I'm not at cap. I'm like at frame 13. Probably. When we're around that range. I'm not at frame 11 yet. But yeah. Bro, drop in the spire. Stop dropping it around. Oh, screw that. Oh, we got a chaos. Is this with CQC? No, this is with Victimize. I can still reach 11 frames with Victimize and not CQC, but oh, Goblin Riff. Okay, nice. Now this is where I wish I had Rain of Arrows. Although Heartseeker's not terrible. Auto homing projectiles from the range, from a distance. Very beautiful. I guess I can take the equipment chest here, I guess, as well. I wasn't going to, but now. How much is 2,800 platinum at your currency? Yeah, I don't know off the top of my head. I'll take a look after this. Or if someone else in the US knows? Do you feel like there's something fishy going on, or you're just curious? Okay, $24.99. There we go. What is my 361? Okay. Yeah, we're gonna just go gold. 622 right now is what I'm at. 690. So that was 68 million gold. Word of Hakan. Holy crap. It happened. It actually happened. It exists. Not the GA I wanted, but I at least found one. Holy. Only was it 19 mother's embraces later. I can actually try something with it too. Now that I have it.
See some steel you need? Better than starting from nothing.
Oh, let me see what we got going on the map. Put in 1 more minutes there. That's how I get rid of it in. Get a quick whisper. I've gotten quite a bit of whispers tonight done. Somewhat casually.
It is done.
See some steel you need? Use it well.
Bastard's ghost. I had that in my bag.
Greetings. How shall I guide my better than starting from nothing?
What a shame. Bastard's ghost. All finished, are you?
Okay. Nightmare dungeons. Nope. We do another front of horrors, but I actually want to do it with I'll try something a little different here. Should be able to work. Actually, I don't know what I want to have here. It could be a smoke grenade, but it will masterwork a little bit. Whether I recommend Dance of Knives or Heartseeker, honestly, either or. I think Heartseeker is probably the better overall build if you want to take into account like pit pushing as well, because apparently Heartseeker also has the best pit pushing variant right now. But in terms of like if you're just gonna do T4, then I mean either or works. It's just more so the which one you think you're gonna have more fun playing. And that has to be a you question. But they're both a lot of fun to play. All right, let's see how this works. I might need to actually put it on, all right? That's actually weird. It's got 13-second cooldown. That's not bad. Oh, we'll start with this. Trade draw room for Ahu. As in, like, you giving me Ahu and then I give you Jaw. Is that what you're asking? I actually want to keep my Jaw, to be honest. I actually need Jaw. Yeah, I need my Jaw. Sorry. I'm probably going for the same thing you're going for. Actually, I could make this work a little better if I did. No, you're missing one. Oh, so you're like right there. You're like that close. Oof. I really would love to help you, but I am also not. I'm not as close as you are, but I'm definitely really hurting for air perdition too. If we weren't looking for the same thing, I totally would help you out. But yeah. Not Fist of Fate. I guess I can do. Yeah, there we go. Got some shadows here. Do sure. Put these two right here because I don't want to lose track of them. Yeah, so the rain is actually enough damage to actually like kill without investing into rain at all. Like in like a significant manner. Yeah, I guess I get the goblins. Kyle, appreciate the follow. Team asses, I guess. That wasn't a bad wave. Today's Borning Day. What's Borning Day? Yeah, I didn't start the year at the beach. Nice. I try to make it look as realistic, and even like the angle of the shot of the angle of how I have the video in the background to make it look like it's a possibility. Highly unlikely, but a possibility. Ain't no way I can at my size stream could sit there and be streaming at a beach house outside like this. I go set up like this. Ain't no way. Now, not on this teacher's salary. Is it Kenzie? Appreciate the follow. The moonlight and everything. I know, right? How's Rogue going? Fun. I'm mostly enjoying myself. Let me see if this one actually works. I'm stabbing some in the hub one. Oh, this is so good too, though. We'll do chaos. Always chaos. Always risk it. Hate the lords. Okay. Got more so much fun. It is. Uh-oh. Sound has went out. Music. For real? Yeah. I think we're back. Gas Slayer's crown. Might as well pick them all up. I got a salvage anyway. I kind of like this. What I'm doing. I'll take a look back at it when I can actually get the correct cooldown, the proper cooldown. But I guess we'll rename it Hordes. go back to what I was doing. Uh, how close am I to the world boss? Spawn. 18 minutes. Okay. I almost never do this Helltide. I'm I'm not gonna start now. Goskelin's Helltide. No boss whispers. I never do Nahantu Helltides ever. I don't know why. I just don't. And no whisper for dungeons. I'm not looking like I'm doing some words again. Maybe. Or actually, you know what? Maybe some Undercity. Titans. True Harmony. A bunch of these. New cables up. I almost never really run the rune tributes. I wonder how good they actually are. I got an armor room for that. I got 6 rooms from that. Time left. 12 minutes for real boss. How you doing, Abraham? Yeah, I definitely gotta stop casting too many Heartseekers before using Flurry. Yeah, I'm like stuck not being able to teleport to a target. Those are the kind of events that the game was talking about that I need. I gotta do these rumors more often. Not have any more whispers up or something. I got another ohm. Yeah, I got 4 ohms today. What in the... I've literally had 0 ohms. I have not seen a single ohm drop until today, and today 4 of them has dropped. I'm wearing one. I wonder if people would create a ohm for a job. Is there any jobs I can kind of get? I can do another Undercity. I wonder, did they buff the drop rate for those for Harmony Tribute? Or am I just getting like insanely lucky? Oh, that was very efficient. It was like right there at the portal. Okay, yeah. I didn't get a legendary one this time. Streamer luck ran out. Oh, that's sold off. Video. Think about this popular bone splinter build. I've seen a few people play that. It does look really interesting. It's OP bone splinter, right? OP variant. I should have known how I felt about this build.
Greetings.
I think this bow I was using for a bit. This is the one that actually fits the transmog though, but what is this one actually?
Hello.
I think we'll hold up. We'll do it like this. Oh, he's up. Okay. What I feel like most people play this game with macros. A lot of people play action RPG with macros. That seems to just be the norm. I find that a little interesting though, just because like oftentimes I remember the complaints being like, especially for Diablo games, like Diablo 3 especially, is like, why are we limited to 6 skills? Why can't we change the potion skill to be a 7 skill and all that kind of stuff? So for some time people were wanting more slots for more skills. As time went on, we end up using less and less slots for less and less skills. To the point where you can even looking at PoE 2 right now, and like the skill bar is like 3 skills, maybe 2. And if there's more than that, people would rather autocast or, you know, macro the buffs or whatever instead of having to press them. So, and usually the, you know, reasoning is, oh, you know, you don't want to get carpal tunnel, you're clicking all the time, etc. And I guess with age, sure, you know, I guess that comes with that. But like, oftentimes I never hear anyone really talk about it in like FPSs or whatever. Like the same person, they want a macro on like D4, but like would legit press all the buttons in like a fighting game or a shooter game or whatnot. So it's just kind of like, yeah, well. But it also kind of makes it rather interesting or even difficult for players to kind of make certain builds or try certain things out, because, you know, people will naturally kind of gravitate to autocasting if they can, or scripting. I got anything? Nope. You gave me nothing, sir. I stayed up for you. And this how you do me, bro boss. Yeah. That was not the haul I was expecting or hoping from the world boss. Alright. Well, I just said this was gonna be a short stream. That was my last thing I was gonna do. I said I will at least wait for the boss, kill it, and then take off. So tomorrow we'll play for a bit longer. But it's today wore me out because I spent almost all day making that Heartseeker video and having to remake it because I missed this. Like 4 minutes got deleted and I didn't even know it did until it went online. Someone was like, it seemed like the recording jumped from some place or another, and it was like an important segment too, so I couldn't even just like play it off and say, oh, it's just this. I had to literally re-edit the whole thing. Not happy about that, but it happens. All right, let's go to Roxy. It's definitely been a minute since I've been in Roxy. She's doing balls. Let's get her out there. Yep. Roxy's cool, peoples. Have fun there. And I will see you later on tonight. As always, till next time.